Okay, so here we are, week 1 of Monotype Premier League, and we're facing Mono Dragon. So, what this most likely is SD, or no, not SD Chomp, it's Lead Garchomp, DD Dragonite, or actually maybe a Choice Band Dragonite. Some type of Scarf, Laddie, Mega DD Altaria probably, Rocks Chomp, maybe like a Life Orb Purim and Z Como. So, Monograss is kind of unusual, but we do have a Fairy type, and that Fairy type does have a Pixie Plate. So, Whimsicott is going to be really important here. I can U-turn on stuff too. U-turning is pretty helpful. So, do I just lead Whimsicott? Stealth Rock is really good. Stealth Rock is actually amazing here. I can't let that Como set up. I do have Prankster at least. He could be like... He wouldn't be like Z Fire on Garchomp, would he? He could just lead Kyurem. That would be pretty rough. To my Ferrothorn. I don't think you'd be Z Kyurem though. So I think I'm just going to lead off with Whimsicott because it does well versus kind of everything. Okay, so this is probably CB Fire Punch is what we're looking at here. So the question is, can Venusaur eat? And no, it definitely cannot. I could just go Celebi because it kind of gets walled by Lottie. And it can live one, I think. Yes, it does live one Fire Punch. Celebi kind of gets walled by Lottie. I could also go Breloom, but I don't know if I want to give Breloom up quite yet. I think I'm just going to U-turn and go into Celebi, just because it feels like a Mon that wouldn't be able to do too much. I could also go Breloom, but I think in those endgame scenarios, having priority is just really, really helpful. Alright, so that is Choice Banded, confirmed. And what I can do now is simply go for a Psychic. If he stays in, it'll put him into range. Something he might do here is go Garchomp, which I'm okay with too. It'll put the Garchomp into range of the Whimsicott. And I really want to get Stealth Rocks up with my Ferrothorn here. I really want to get Stealth Rocks up. Something I could also look into is if these Komos tend to be bulletproof, and it looks like they tend to be soundproof. At least according to Calc. Go to SM, Monotype. Yeah, it looks like they're soundproof. Although you never know when it could be a surprise bulletproof one, and I do have Thunder Wave as well. Although, something else to consider, these can sometimes be sub-Belly Drum. And if that were the case, he'd be Z Kyurem. Sub-Belly Drum would be quite tough for me, but if I witness him subbing on my Ferrothorn, for example, I could go into Whimsicott and click Encore. So I think he's contemplating, okay, he just stays in. Gets the Fire Punch. And what I think I do here is simply go Whimsicott and get another Moonblast. Or get my first Moonblast, I should say. I wonder if he'd even go Latias for the Scarf, Healing Wish, back into the D-Knight. I think if I were him, I might do that. That would be tough. I would not really like that. If I see him going Latios, then I might just go into Venusaur so I can but I was going to say go for the Mega Evolve and get my Thick Fat, but Outrage will destroy me anyway. It might be good for letting the Ferrothorn in, though. So yeah, let's just see what he does. Because he has to be Scarf Latias, and if he's Scarf Latias, he's going for the Healing Wish. Or he should. The Healing Wish doesn't get stored this gen, so he would have to go straight back out into Dragonite. Maybe he's not even Healing Wish. I really think he should be, but maybe he's not. Sacks Como-o. Okay. I'm alright with that. Como-o is always a threat. Now this is always a threat too. So, like, Sub-Zero Slammer absolutely destroys me. And I do think I want to keep this. How much is Breloom doing with, like, a Mach Punch? Do I actually faint to... Yeah, I super faint to a Life Orb Ice Beam. But except I'm pretty sure this is Z. I could just go Breloom here. I don't see Breloom doing a whole lot. U-turn. Okay. Ferrothorn always dies to his Fire Punch. Breloom can KO this with a superpower. How much did he do to my Celebi at the beginning? He did 85. He's almost certainly Adamant. I almost want to go Breloom and click Superpower, because it's not good for anything else. It's the only way Breloom's going to get any mileage whatsoever, so I think I'm okay with it, because I don't want Venusaur to take loads of damage immediately. I do think I go Breloom. And just go for the superpower. I really do hope he does not outspeed me here. That'd be quite rough. Goes Garchomp. That's a lot of damage. Rocky Helmet. Maybe he'll go for Rocks here. Maybe he'll even go for Fire Blast. I guess I'll just go for Superpower. I could go into Whimsicott, but I don't want to end up taking, like... Is there any reason not to go Whimsicott, actually? I feel like... not really. Yeah, as he just goes for the Rocks. So I can just go for another Blast. So what he should be doing here is always going for a Healing Wish, right? So that means I could go Pharaoh. Or I can just... Because I don't think you'd ever go for a Psychic here. Rocks Up would be really incredible. Is it better to have Whimsicott in than anything else? I kind of feel like it is. Yeah. His Healing Wish just comes off. And I'm assuming he'll go back into D-Knight. Yeah. So I can go in U-turn and then start Sludge Bombing with Venusaur, I think is my play. So I'll U-turn. I'll go to Breloom or Decidueye. I think I go Breloom. So there goes the Fire Punch. And now I go Venusaur and start clicking Sludge Bomb. Getting Kyurem in range 2 would be quite good. And if I get Rocks up, I almost feel like the game just ends. So I'm just going to go for the Sludge Bomb. A D-Knight getting hit there is fine. And I can just go for Outrage, or Synthesis at this point, I think. Or does it matter? Do I want to keep this thing around, is the question. I almost feel like I don't need to, but I also want to get Rocks up so that the win is always guaranteed. How much is Decidueye doing to Altaria? I feel like Ferrothorn can't possibly lose to Altaria. Ferrothorn plus Venusaur. Yeah, and we take loads from Frustration, so I think Decidueye is gonna go here. Alright, well that's not the best outcome, but I can sneak at least. And I can sneak again because I actually lived. So what I can do here is go Ferrothorn and just go for a Gyro Ball, I think. Shadow Sneak Decidueye doing 17. That's about what you'd expect. So I think I'll just go for Stealth Rocks. Do I sack Venusaur or sack Ferrothorn for the Altaria? Because you wouldn't be DD and Fire Blast, I feel like. So I think I can probably just sack the Venu. Fire Punch comes out. It's honestly okay. Kyurem comes back out. And I think I just go for the Sludge Bomb always. That's fine. Just go for the Moonblast. D-Knight will be able to Extreme Speed me. But I should be able to KO the Altaria after. As long as this D-Knight doesn't crit, I should be able to KO the Mega Altaria after with Moonblast. Don't crit? Okay. And I'll just go for the Moonblast here. Nice. Altaria goes down, and we got the win for the first week of Monotype Premier League. Good game.